So we made it to Guatemala. This short video shows us leaving the immigration point after hours of dealing with incredibly inefficient bureaucracy. But we were forewarned and kind of prepared. But it was really amazing. All the hoops you had to jump through. But we jumped through them, and then you drive out of this little border town. It's just totally lined with shops and shops and shops and shops. But the amazing thing to me was as we approached Guatemala from Mexico, it's like there's this wall of incredible mountains that are just in front of you as you get closer. And like the minute you cross the border, it's like suddenly you're in them. And a little further here in the video, you'll see we start to get into some of these some views of some of the mountains. You can see some of it there. Just absolutely breathtaking, the mountains, extremely steep, and then just mountain after mountain. As you can see, it's a little dicey riding the Pan American Highway here through our border town, which the name escapes me as I'm taping this, but I'll post it in the comments. We spent the night before this in an awesome campground. So a little backstory. I've posted and talked about in my blog about a guy from Australia named Seth that we just keep bumping into. So we were in San Cristobal, and I saw on Seth's webpage, or his Facebook page, that he was also in San Cristobal. So we connected and we decided to ride together from San Cristobal to the border and do the border crossing together. Here we're getting a little further out of the town and start to see more of the mountains. And so we hooked up and we camped last night with him. Carol and I were going to stay in a hotel at the border city, which would have been really uninteresting. And Seth found this place that was just one of the most interesting places we had been on our entire trip. We camped near these springs of crystal clear water that you could swim in, almost like places have been in Florida where they have these springs coming up from the ground. And it was walking distance to a little village and walking distance to these Mayan ruins. So we walked to the Mayan ruins, we went swimming several times, we camped, and the whole thing cost us an entrance fee of 25 pesos, which is like $1.50. So it was truly awesome. I really appreciate Seth for finding that for us. And then, so Seth stayed with us that night, and we rode to the border together, and we kind of went through the border rigmarole together. And then he was going to ride further this day, so he went on ahead of us. He got through his border crossing in about half the time as us. We somehow just picked the wrong number. The guy that was helping us partway through Carol's, he just like hung up a sign, basically said, my shift's over. So we had to like start all over again with someone else. It was really crazy. Anyway, we're loving it. We're staying tonight at a really nice hotel, kind of recuperating from a long, hot day. We're up at higher elevation. It's really beautiful. And we're in Central America.